Okay, imagine a wedding aisle wrapped in ivy, the sun warming every seat, and just before the bride steps forward, a golden doodle in a floral bow tie takes center stage.
I already trust this wedding more than most.
And I bet he didn't forget the rings.
Toby! That was his name. Golden curls, velvet harness, floral garland like he walked out of a vineyard fairy tale.
And apparently, better camera presence than the entire wedding party.
He made eye contact with the lens, sat like royalty at the altar, and didn't blink once. The photographer said, Toby posed like a pro.
And behind the scenes, the bride was pacing, nerves climbing, until Toby walked over, licked her hand, and leaned in. Steady, like a heartbeat you can trust.
That's love. The kind that shows up quiet and strong.
In rural Italy, weddings spill into the streets. Cobblestones, lanterns, laughter. And right in the middle of it, a pup in a lavender collar, sniffing olive branches at the altar steps.
They line the church steps with water bowls and shaded cushions. For the four-legged guests, of course.
One couple even sealed their invitations with a paw print pressed into wax. That's commitment.
I'd trust a dog with the rings before I'd trust my cousin. He once lost a boutonniere on the way to the car.
There was that backyard ceremony where a cat curled up right on the train of the dress,
and a bulldog who sneezed right as the officiant asked, "Does anyone object?"
A chihuahua licked the wedding cake before the bride even saw it.
That's love. That's memory making. They don't sign the marriage certificate, but they show up with full hearts.
It's more than cute. It's a declaration. You're family. And on our biggest day, you belong right there.
I love seeing cultures open their arms to this joy. Weddings with animals, they feel real, grounded, joyful.
Next week, we meet the pets who clock in for work. The shop cats, the bookstore greeters, the therapy dogs with name tags that say treat quality control.
Employee of the month. Every single month.
And probably napping in the break room right now.
May your ceremonies, big or small, always include the love that waits by your side. And sometimes wears a bow tie. We've seen the petals, the paw prints, the aisle runners with wagging tails. But not every love story unfolds that way. And not every culture calls pets to the altar.
In many Hindu weddings, the altar is sacred. There's fire. There's prayer. There's the hush of something ancient. And sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is ask your dog to wait at the threshold.
I've seen that too. In homes where dogs are cherished, but the ceremony space belongs to the ancestors. It's not exclusion, it's reverence.
In cities like Mumbai, it's changing. There are dogs in photo shoots, paws pressed into henna prints the day before the vows. But at the fire, the silence is held, and that's love too.
Japan's weddings, especially traditional Shinto ones, feel like poetry. Precise, intentional, and often still.
No wagging tails, no barks. Just the soft shuffle of sandals, the clink of porcelain offerings, the prayers rising like mist. Pets are rarely there, but they're honored in other ways. In portraits, in memory books, in a quiet paw print near the guest book.
It's minimalism with meaning.
In Southeast Asia, weddings feel like festivals. Open air, music, food stalls, and cousins everywhere. It's beautiful chaos, but not always a place for pets.
I can picture it. The temple steps warm beneath the sun, the incense curling like ribbon, and a dog watching quietly from the shade.
In the Philippines, I heard someone say, the pet stays home, guarding the house, until we return as a family. That stuck with me.
Inclusion isn't always about presence. Sometimes it's about permission. Permission to rest, to wait, to be held in spirit, even if not in sight.
Sometimes the kindest thing we can do is leave them where they're safe. That's not absence. That's understanding.
And in so many of these traditions, pets are woven into daily blessings, into morning rituals, into the rhythm of home, even if not the ceremony itself.
Love looks different around the world, but it always makes space. Next, we shift the story to the working paws, the therapy dogs, the shop cats, the bookstore greeters with sleepy eyes and front row spots,
And the sheepdogs who probably manage better office hours than we do.
Don't miss it, because next week, we clock in with the pets who never really retire.
All right, let's talk about the part that don't end up in the photos. The tail wags before the vows, the quiet sighs beside a crumpled tissue, the paws that hold us steady through the biggest days of our lives.
Before my wedding, I was a whirlwind. Charts, calls, a weather app open on 3 tabs. But every morning, my cat would climb on my chest, purr against my collarbone, and remind me to just be.
They don't care about the flower arrangements. They care about our breath, our stillness.
Exactly. She didn't calm the storm. She was the eye of it.
A friend of mine had a golden retriever named Louis. Louis wasn't in the ceremony, but he stayed in the bridal suite all morning. When the bride's father got choked up, Louis leaned in, rested his head on the man's knee, and just stayed.
That's the kind of love you don't script.
Pets are emotional bridges sometimes. They fill the gaps when our own words fall short.
And when the day is done, when the cake is boxed, and the music fades, they're there.
After my uncle passed, my dog laid beside his empty chair. For days, didn't bark, didn't fuss, just stayed. And somehow, I didn't feel so alone.
Grief, joy, nerves, hope. They walk through it all with us, no matter the chapter.
How many of us have gotten back up because of a tail wag or a quiet purr against our ribs?
Or a nose nudging your palm, when you didn't even realize your fists were clenched? Love doesn't always come in bouquets. Sometimes it comes in silence, and a heartbeat curled beside yours.
They hold our joy. They hold our fear. That's sacred. That's family.
Whether they walk the aisle or wait at the door, our pets don't just witness our stories. They hold them. And next week, we're clocking in with the pets who have real jobs to do.
Shop cats with attitude. Therapy dogs with schedules. And the official office nap consultants.
It's going to be a working tail wagging wonder.